My name is Whitney Pace, and I started Studio Soul 10 years ago. So when I started this 10 years ago, my dreams were very small. I was teaching kindergarten and I was teaching dance, and I knew I could not do life without dance. I wanted to have something that was mine that I could invest in, and not only invest in the business, but also invest in the children as well.
Oh, say it louder, Remy. I'm a little teapot, so let's remember. Let me see.
Hey, I'm Mary Margaret Kraft, and I've been with Studio Soul Dance for 10 years. My role here at Studio Soul is the office manager, but I started out way long time ago when it was just a one-room studio with Whitney, teaching tumble classes for her. Taught that for a couple of years and then moved into the office manager where now I am today, and run the studio to help with our recreational dancers and our collaborate dancers.
I remember, throughout the year that I kind of was thinking about opening, just human nature. You tend to doubt yourself, like, I'm not ready, I can't do this. I think I was 23 years old. All the different things that, as humans, we just sit back and we say, like, I'm not good enough. And then I'll never forget, I was teaching one night and I had such a good class, and it was like God was telling me right then and there, like, okay, I am telling you this is your path if you take it.
I'm Ashley Dykeman, and this is my third year teaching at SSD. This year I teach Tiny Dancer, Expressions 1, and Jazzy Bop.
I'm Kayla. I danced at Studio Soul for 7 years, and now I have recently decided to come back this year to teach.
Hey, I am Danielle Childers. I've been with Studio Soul for 2 years now. So I teach hip hop, the 5 to 7 year olds, so it's mini hip hop and baby hop.
So it's 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8.
I remember I went home and it was late, and I went to my mom and I said, Mom, I want to open up a dance studio. And she said, okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow. And then tomorrow came and we talked about it, and she helped me with all of the tax ID, the LLC and all that, and I took care of logo, scheduling, this and that, and we had everything ready to go except a place to have all of these classes. We went to Brandon and Pearl and Richland and Mendenhall and everywhere in between, and we just couldn't find anything. There was no spaces available, nothing that was in our budget. Again, I started getting super discouraged. Like I said, I was teaching kindergarten, so school was over. I get in my car and I just prayed, and I said, Lord, if this is your will and this is your path for me, then I need you to open up this door. And if this is not your will and your path for me, and I read all of this wrong, then I will know as I travel down 49 to try to find a place. I took a deep breath and I started driving, and I got on 49. And keep in mind, I drove down 49 5 times a week. And I will never forget, I was driving down 49 and I looked to the left, and there was a building, a little brick building that I have never seen in my whole entire life. I turned around and I pulled into the driveway, and there was a for rent sign in the bottom corner of the window. And I looked inside, and it was a wide open space. There wasn't a single thing in there, 4 walls just of nothing. And I knew right then and there, like, okay, I knew then that God answered my prayer.
I'm Eminem, and I've been dancing for Studio Soul for 3 years.
I'm Sydney, and I'm a senior at Studio Soul.
Hi, I'm Harper Wigley, and I've been dancing for Studio Soul for 9 years.
My name is Charlie Tadlock, and I've been at Studio Soul for 3 years.
My favorite dance genre is contemporary. It's my favorite because it allows me to express my feelings and my emotions.
One of my favorite dances I've done while I've been here was called Other Side, and we did it during COVID year. So we did it actually for 2 years, so I got to spend a lot of time learning that dance, and that was the first dance that I truly connected with and got to tell the story with.
What's my favorite candy? It's gonna have to be Sour Patch. Sour Patch for like the sticks, not the skinny ones. How does dance make me feel? It makes me feel like a new person. I can express myself how I dance.
My favorite candy is Twix. I'm taking Jazzy Bob and ballet. My favorite instructor is Miss Ashley.
A piece of advice that I would give someone who wants to be part of the Collaborates is to go in with an open mind. That's something that Miss Whitney always tells us, and it really helps make the experience more fun because it allows you to do things outside of your comfort zone.
I started the Collaborates the second year that I had Studio Soul. I had a phone call from a dance mom who has become a real dear friend of mine and said, "What's your plan?" And I said, "I don't have one." And she said, "I need you to get one because we're coming." Once the franticness kind of subsided, I realized, I was like, okay, I can do this.
My name is Lorinda Franklin, and I have been a Studio Soul parent for 4 years. Maddie has taken ballet, tap, hip hop, and now she's a part of the Collaborates. My favorite genre to watch Maddie dance in is hip hop. Slay Queen.
My name is Jamie Higdon, and I have been a Studio Soul parent for 10 years. Both of my girls have had numerous different teachers as they've aged through the program, and each year they learn a new skill that they're going to take into their adult lives. They've learned about responsibility, about teamwork, about how they have to work as an individual and practice and dedicate themselves to their art in order to contribute what all they need to the team. They don't always get what they want. Sometimes they're on the back row, sometimes they're on the front row. And so they've learned a lot of good life lessons that they'll carry on with them throughout their lives.
I'm Amber McNair, and I have been a Studio Soul parent for 1 year. Coming into Studio Soul, I feel like they were very patient with my daughter, who was in occupational therapy, to learn how to come out of her shell more. She was very shy and introverted when she started, and they allowed her a lot of space to come out of her shell and find comfortability with the teachers and the studio and the students while she learned that, and she has thrived since starting.
I don't know what I like to do for fun. Okay, no, okay.
I'm Brielle Dunbar, and I've been at Studio Soul for going on 6 years.
I'm Freddie, and I've been teaching at Studio Soul for 7 years.
Hi, my name is Morgan Roach, and I've been here for 1 year.
My name is Mallory Martin, and I've been with the studio for 2 years. I am a Southern Miss graduate, so I enjoy going to football games. People from this community also go up there, and so we get to tailgate, build camaraderie, and so that is really fun.
I am a medical laboratory scientist. It is a very long word, but basically I'm a lab tech and I work in a lab. I'm a lab nerd. I like to teach dance and hunt.
My favorite childhood movie is probably Hocus Pocus or Beetlejuice.
Well, I have twin 5-year-old girls, and our favorite movie right now is Sing.
My favorite Disney character would be Jasmine from Aladdin.
Oh, Home Alone. I love Home Alone. Is that okay? Wait, no, sorry. Save the Last Dance. I love that movie growing up.
My favorite day at Studio Soul is probably recital. It's just a time where everybody gets to show off their performances and what they've learned all year long. And it's a great opportunity for families and parents to see what they've learned.
I love teaching Allison Combs because getting to break that specific turn down is fun, so the dancer can not only just see the bigger picture, but they can understand like what it means to hit every single point of the turn. They have to pull up to their core, they have to spot, they have to keep their leg out. So it's a pretty difficult turn. So just giving them the knowledge behind it to understand to get the final move is why I like teaching it.
I love to teach any type of turn. I love pirouettes, a la seconde turns, like chaînés, just anything where you twirl. I love it.
Currently, I'm really enjoying teaching the Shim Sham because it's new this year and it's a tap move that we've never done previously.
My favorite dances over the years have been Work, which was my very first hip hop dance that we did here, and The Greatest Showman, which was one of our finales in the recital.
I teach dance prep and I absolutely love it.
Whitney's a fantastic teacher. I've seen her grow from the tiny little one-room dance studio to a studio that has grown so much. And I'm so blessed that I've gotten to be here for all 10 years. And I'm just so proud of her as a best friend, as a teacher. So thankful that I've been here, and I'm proud of her and how much she has done with this studio. This is her dream.
Miss Whitney, I just want to say thank you for helping me overcome any problems in my life. You truly helped me through so much, and I'm so glad that I came here and you'll be able to be a role model for me.
I would want to tell Miss Whitney that I'm so thankful for her for teaching me that I can do hard things and do things that I'm not always comfortable with, and just helping me learn who I am as a person and allowing me to become more open-minded about things and just even be more social, because I used to be really shy, and if it wasn't for her, I would still be that way.
One thing I love about Miss Whitney is that she took me under her wing and took care of me and taught me how to do all the things I know how to do now, and just made me feel comfortable with my surroundings. Without her, I would not be getting on a stage. No, I would not be there.
One thing I would tell Miss Whitney is thank you for all of the encouragement and support throughout the years, even before Studio Soul was established.
I would tell Whitney that, I have told Whitney, she's been a second mom to my girls. Anytime that I need a little encouragement or they need a little encouragement, it's just a call to Whitney. She's always going to be there to encourage them, tell them the hard things in life, that constant in their lives that sometimes they need outside of their parents, and sometimes that I as a parent need as a mom of 2 teenage girls. So she's not only their dance teacher, she's also part of our family, and we love Whitney, and we're so glad that we made that decision to bring in a little 5-year-old to a dance class 10 years ago.
So we called the lady, and she was more than happy to let us come look at it, and it was just perfect. I knew then that I was always gonna give glory to God, because only He could have done that. If you look at the Studio Soul logo and the word Studio Soul, the T is actually a cross. So it's just a constant reminder that I would not be here, Studio Soul would not be here if it wasn't for Him. So yeah, forever grateful.